I'll do this last one, then I'm gonna take a shower. Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time what happened, we went to a tower and got a little bit of a next map upgrade, I guess we should call it, and also stuttering a lot, apparently. So if we come over here, we actually get a pretty cool thing here. Yep. This is actually what we call a recall section. It is incredibly lovely if you know where all of them are. Sadly, I do not know all of them, but I will probably find them as I play the game with you guys. Oh, great. Yeah, we don't know who these people are, but that's going to be the main resistance later. Zelda's eyes are really big. If there's anything I take away from that, is Zelda's eyes are really big. I mean, that's not a bad thing. So, like, I know the art style they're going for, and it's actually it's a very pretty art style. It's just, her eyes are so big. Why? Lizalfa's tail, Spass. Treasure chest I want, actually. Oh, you're a dog. I thought that was a lizard for some reason. I'm like, what? Look, I know these people are like desert people, but like, why a lizard? Silver rupee. Okay, I was gonna pay off for something I want to pay off for. And Beetle! Hi, Beetle! You are a dagger. I don't want to pick you up, actually. So, we have a shop. That actually isn't that useful to me. And we have an inn. But the thing about an inn being here is worthless is because you can sit next to a bonfire and waste time. No, seriously, that's it. There's no point of that inn being there. I mean, like, it could trigger a side quest. I don't really know, but yeah, it's not really important. So, moving on from here, if we come to this cacti, we got the Volt Fruit. Volt Fruit? I think I'm saying that right. I want to grab that one. Got it. I was like, for God's sake, just give it to me. So right over here is going to be something that this game is done, and not too many people, including myself, appreciate it. Oh, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal. You guys are going to like look at me funny and then hurt me real bad. So if this, I should be able to survive one shot, roughly. Casey, get away from me. It is not your time to die. Not yet, at the very least. So, as for the rest of this, run to that place, not the other place. Ooh, there's desert fruit here. I will gladly accept this. The Hydra melon. Hydrolean melon? There. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay. I should have wasted time until morning. I should have wasted time until morning. I was dumb. The morning threats aren't as bad. I can survive the night, I think. I hope. If you can survive, I can survive too. Somehow dies in the process. So, we got over there, but we also have a shrine right here. So let's go do it. Gerudo. I'm gonna pronounce stuff wrong regardless, because that's apparently not something I can do, is pronunciations. Okay. And say hello to a very interesting puzzle. A puzzle that I actually enjoy a bit. So if we come over here, put that on this, connect the two electrical cords effectively. Take this and put that there. We unlock an iron barrel. So if we take this iron barrel and put it, actually, where do we want to put it? Put it like right about, I don't know where, no, here to here. Remove this iron barrel to like here. We move this giant block to, oh god, don't have us. Right there. We unlock a treasure chest. But not just any treasure chest. This treasure chest is made out of iron. Or metal. I guess it's metal, not really iron. Look at that thunder blade. Nice. So, take this treasure chest, we move that way over here. And move all these puzzle pieces from this end of the room to this end of the room. Yeah, it makes no sense for right now, but it'll make sense a lot later as we're doing the puzzle. So we move everything over there. Great way to introduce magnet to like more advanced purposes. So if we take the treasure chest and put it right over here, we get this to activate, and then we take one of the barrels I chucked, which is where? Yeah, I'll take here. Take one of the barrels and put it right here. We get that to activate. And then we take the last barrel, put it over here. I actually want you staying upright. Thank you. Okay, this giant cube. Put over here. Oh, no. Put over here. We unlock a second giant cube. So we hit the second giant cube and put it right here. We light both those. Also, I don't want to electrocute myself to death. Thank you. We take the second electrical block and slap it right here. We solved the puzzle. Once again, love the fact that the puzzles like this are incredibly easy, but if you do slip up, like, you know, touch electricity yourself while the metal/iron's conducting it, you will die. I don't know if you have more hearts, it won't kill you, but last time I did that, it killed me flat out, so I don't want to chance it. I definitely don't want to chance it. Okay, 29 Koroxis, 2 warp points. Yeah, I can only warp twice in the game. And then 2 spirit orbs. That's nice. It's useful. Also very useful. What's the deal? Oh, it's, it was so forced just now. It was, okay. You spy? Focused. I read focused as forced. I'm a merchant. I may not look good, but I'm actually a leader of a caravan. I've traveled traveled all the way here, but the town doesn't allow men to go inside. That's why I'm... Aha. Okay. However, I've learned only recently a man has slipped through into the... Okay. So yeah, that's just telling us to go back to the area over there. The Forbidden City entry. It's not really forbidden. It's also Like, I know why, because in other Zelda games, they kind of go into greater detail of why they don't let men in there, but that's one of the examples why men, well, not why men, but, like, men aren't really seen as a pleasant racing. Because to be fair, we know a couple people who may be like that, or who may not be like that. That's really up to your interpretation and how you see things. As for me, I got no opinions on the most part. I mean, people do what they do because they want to do it. But running all the way back to the outpost, which is all over there, we make a little bit of headway into what we are going to have to do. And it's not pretty on our wallets. Yeah, I think you guys got what we're going to be doing. It's not going to be pretty on the eyes either, I guess. If I could seriously speed up the travel time, that would be gracious and lovely. But, you know, the game runs on what it runs, and you run on what you have. So I got a stamina wheel plus one little bit extra. I'll live with that. I'll definitely live with that. So now begins the fun part. We come over here, back to the bazaar. We don't go in the bazaar, but we go to the side of the bazaar, see a ladder. And with this ladder, we climb once more, and we get to the top of the bazaar. Bazaar? I think bazaar is the light source thingy, right? The torch. And we see this thing. Hello. Study her face. You're very beautiful. Yep, 600 rupees. Take my 600 rupees. Shut up and take my money. It's the first thing that came into my mind when I said that. And now we get a different ensemble entirely. We are now a woman. Golden gal. Okay. I mean, are you surprised, Link? Should definitely watch out for the wind. Even though that should be tied better to your face, to be fair. But yeah, let's not go into the discussion of that, because I don't really understand fully. But yeah. Hey, Beetle. Yes, we do meet again. I'm selling. I am selling a bunch of stuff to you because I don't want a majority of this. I don't want the amber. You can take all of it. The opal I definitely don't want. Wow. That's made back a little bit of profit for what I need to do. Actually, we'll keep the salt rock. Or rock salt. We'll definitely sell this. Wow. That's definitely broke profit margins for what I was looking for. And as for everything else, I think we're gonna keep all of this because they all have purposes and stuff later. If we get more chew jellies and stuff, like I'm gonna be going after rocks a bit more on like my downtime playing this game. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little bit more of a profit margin with this one because I have very interesting purposes why I want to do this. And no, it's nothing dirty. I hope. Yeah, it's kind of sad when I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I do want to make my way back to the town because this goes into what I was talking about with restocking and how it's very useful to stay on top of a lot of things. So if we come over here and go back to the town, before, if we were wearing any other clothes, they would be like, you're a man, we're not letting you in. But now that we are dressed as a woman, they're not going to tell that we're a man. And yes, I know they could easily tell if you're a man or a woman, but I mean, this is a video game that was meant for teenagers. So, I don't think anything inappropriate was going to happen here. At least I hope I didn't. I mean, if I expected as much, I would have been like, ew. But, it's not really the case here. Trying to also keep this, like, rated in the sense of my brain not hurting for you guys, and you guys going like, oh my god, why do you say that, you sick, disgusting person? Yeah, there's a couple things you have to watch how to say, and when to say, and when not to say. It is a very interesting topic, and actually could lead to a couple interesting conversations itself, within itself. But we're not really here to discuss that. And if you guys do want to discuss it, feel free in the comments, I guess. I mean, I don't really have to say what happens in the comments. That's mostly up to you guys. So, if we can make the slow track over there, it'd be great. And with this, roughly by, let's say, this point is where they'll stop you and say like, halt, you're a man, get out of our town. But now we've got in here. And the reason I want to come in here is to say hi to you, apparently. What's the matter? Okay, a flint. I think I actually have that. Do I have 10 flint? I have 8. 1 off. I mean, if we ever find more flint, which we're going to find, we can just come back here and sell it. Or not sell it, but like give it to her. And over here is like a bunch of meat that I don't need, so I don't really get a lot of healing items. So here's the funny thing. Arrows are stupid pricey here, but this is the most arrows you can find at any given town. So you know what? I'm going to say, to hell with my money, I'm going to buy everything I possibly can carry. Yeah, I put myself in a very bad, like, financial problem here, but there's ways of making money, and I've shown a good amount of them. So there, now we're topped off with arrows, and with a pretty healthy amount of them, too. I mean, we could be doing a lot better, but let's not be in the sense of complainers could be choosers. Let's just go with what we got, and, you know, we still wasted a ton of money, but that's still fine. Oh, man. Oh, you're all cosmetics, though, so you kind of look all... Looks bad to me. And plus, these don't have any kind of side purposes, do they? Yeah, it's just more or less you want a better, like, heat protection. I mean, it's just having it open. That made back a little bit of my profit. In the sense of I wasted all of my money here. Let's take a little bit of a gander around, though, because I'm curious what is even around here. Link, you were having a bit of a problem there, weren't you? I'm assuming this is some kind of bar. So, you know what? With this nice, deserving shower, I think we have deserved a little pat on the back. And let's mess everything up. Yeah, sound alarm of Val's been detected in the... Yep. That's what happens. That's what it off. I know, I'm sorry. God. I didn't mean to offend you. Except we're going to come back there pretty consistently. Oddly enough. So now let's go to the Divine Beast. We are stocked up. We have some good equipment on us. So let's take on the thing that's been haunting us for just a tad bit long now. So it was just one side episode. That's actually not too bad. Sorry about that. I really need some water. My throat's really acting up for some reason. So with this, let's not use shock arrows. Holy cow. Use a regular arrow. Pop this thing in the eye. And with that, it dissipates. And then you explode. So we're going to use a lot of cryo here. So get that ready. Get it out. You're an eyeball. And yeah, shooting the eyeballs gets rid of the corruption around the area. So that's also a fantastic use of that. Okay, and now we're getting the data installed for the map of the Divine Beast. Now, unlike maps in other Legend of Zelda games, the map in this game is hardly useless. There's no compass, but it's not useless like it was in, like, say, Majora's Mask, or Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, or any of the other Legend of Zelda games. This map is very... I would say control-live, but it's not control-live.
You've obtained the map.
It is very intubated. Intubated? Yeah, that's the right word.
That control Ruta. Take Ruta back by activating all of the terminals. Be careful.
So everyone has already used a lot of cryo. I was actually mistaken. We're not using a lot of cryo. It's a lot of cryo plus magnetism. Because there's a treasure chest down here. I'm pretty sure we saw it in the cutscene anyways. So let's use the magnetism, get that. And an ancient spring. Which works. So now we are tasked with Divine Beasts, when we get the maps for them, to find all the little, like, generators, like this little guy over here. There should be 5, so this is 4.
There are 4 terminals remaining.
4 more, okay.
Don't give up.
So there's 5 in, I believe, every Divine Beast. I don't think any of them have any more or any fewer than 5. So thankfully, we don't have to put a lot of effort into it, but if you want to put effort into the Divine Beast, it's very well rewarded. For me, I'm going to put in somewhat adequate effort. And of course, these little guys don't like going down without a fight. So here's a perfect example of we're going to use cryo here. Stop the water flow. Come down here. Ditch early. There we go. And with this, 3 more remain.
There are 3 terminals remaining. You can do it.
Now, I believe there is something we could use magnetism here for. Or I'm mistaken. That's fine. I'll live with one mistake. So an eyeball is right there. Shoot that down, and that stops existing. That thing with a mouth and it was pulsating is a generator. It will summon 1 out of 2 monster skulls. And to be fair, it's not really something you want to deal with, so I just said, nah. So we're gonna need stasis. Open up the map, and we're going to have him, or have Varu or whatever, pour something into his trunk. Or into his back, I guess. Is that the right height? That is the right height. Good. So this one's also pretty interesting, if you can believe it. Also, I don't know how to get rid of you, actually. Oh, I know what they want you to do. I'm gonna do it. So that opens up that one. So, as soon as it's needed, like, oh say, now, we're gonna freeze it. Activate the tower.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're nearly there.
Thank you. I know I'm nearly there. Yeah, that'll work. I think I did too early, though. I wonder if this would actually work. Oh wait, no, I messed up. Oh well, you guys see how to do it. Don't be like me, don't mess up. So from there we go back out here? No, we don't. There's a lot of ways of solving the Divine Beast. I'm just doing it in the more streamlined, like easy to follow kind of format. Because the game itself is very open. But I will admit, the Divine Beast, if you don't have a plan of attack effectively, you can get lost, and very easily at that. So for right now, actually, I'm gonna lower this by like a tad. So I can take a quick look at what's around. Actually, I know what they want you to do. So, lift his trunk once more. Now, right about here, bring his trunk back one. And there, I'm learning how to fight. So there, now we have a super easy way of getting back up, but there's also a treasure chest down there if I'm not mistaken. Correct? No, that just brings us back right to the bottom. Okay. So, if we move his trunk all the way down in a neutral position, now begins a pretty fun portion of learning and coping with the dungeon itself. So with this, I think I messed up. But well, I wanted to show off the generators at one point. Hey, just knock it off. So, with this, we're not on a high enough elevation, are we? And you can't climb the Divine Beast, I believe. Yeah, it's the same material from, like, the shrines. So, actually, you know what? This could work in my favor. In a weird way if I do this correctly. Let's lift this trunk up to the fullest position. And then bring his trunk back down. Faster, please. So, bring his trunk roughly about here. And then a little higher. To give us one more space, probably. Yeah, give us access to the second to last terminal.
Just one terminal remaining. I have faith in you.
Thank you. And now begins something fun. Did we actually solve it right off the bat? No, we did not. There's treasures up there, you can see how to get it. So, with this, we fall down here. We see that. Get magnetism ready. Get out of the way. Open his back up, or I guess his head up? I can't really tell which it is. So open his head up fully. Bring his trunk up. His trunk back down a bit. So like there. Or, yeah, right there. And that douses the fire. And with this, we have gone and activated all the tiny terminals. Now we get to go activate the main terminal. Words. Now, what she says here is very accurate to what you should be doing. Keeping your guard up at all times with this. Because this is the part where it will probably end up hurting you the most if you're being caught or careless. But don't be overly cautious. Like, you gotta keep a nice rhythm of knowing what to do and knowing what not to do. For me, hopefully I would just know what to do, period. So this, we try to activate the main one. And there's a little bit of a malfunction here. Just a little bit. Yep. And a long spear. Corrupted hand. And one eyeball. Very similar to a guardian. Say hello to the source of the divine beast, or whatever, the surge. This is Waterblight Ganon. Yep. When I first saw this on stream, I pooped my pants. Just a bit. I actually pooped myself. But I mean, like, this is very frightening to look at. It's also, like, kind of weird because it's a non-torso body, I guess. So, with Waterblight Ganon, he is actually one of the most simple Ganon fights in the game. With Waterblight, don't use a damn heavy weapon. Let's use a Guardian Sword, because that's what I have. That's probably going to be a good fast weapon. So, just like any kind of fight, dodge when needed. Go in for an attack, but don't be super reckless about it. Waterblight Ganon is kind of a pushover, but should not be taken lightly once again. The thing about Waterblight is, he will have a lot of ways of hurting you and causing damage to you. One of the major weak points... Oh god, oh no. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, being cautious and how you should be. Just gonna eat one of them because I don't really need a lot of health. Okay, can't shoot him there. Okay, so we got him down from phase 1. His phase 1, all we did was swipe and try to like impale you. So, phase 2 begins. Phase 2 is kind of a nightmare. He raises the water level, but also raises the platforms. He has a lot more moves and is hanging upside down. This is more intimidating than anything. Do not keep overall like keep good distance on him. If you can, shoot him in the eye twice. Because if you shoot him in the eye twice, it'll make him fall. This does not apply with all of the Ganon fights in the game. But Water Blight Ganon is one of the easiest to take care of in this regards. So, next one, let me just change anything to do damage. So he's going to teleport after every attack. This is a good time to learn his patterns or learn what he's going to be doing. With me, I know roughly what I should be doing. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to take a hit. Yeah, I took a hit. Let's pound down another one. There we go. If you use the element opposite to his own element, it will not do massive damage. It will do roughly the same damage. Also, another thing about Water Blight Ganon, he does not like to get in a position where you can hit him. You know what? I'm gonna just try firing arrows at him. Any arrow would do. Any bow would do. Try to zap him. Got him. So, ideally you want to smack him, but, I mean, if he does a situation like that, we're just hit him with anything. We had also a lot of shock arrows, so I didn't mind using them. But that also brings up another thing. As you saw in the fight, I missed him, but hit the water. Yeah, the area of effect thing is a thing that happens in nature, so just don't hit it while you're in the water, but hit it when the monster is. You don't want being there in the water. Kind of makes it an easy win. And with that, we took on the first Ganon. Yes, there are multiple Ganons. Should be obvious given the story. So Water Blight, as I said, super easy. Should not be taken lightly, but super easy. And with this, you can skip this free heart container. I don't. Well, I think you can warp back to the dungeon regardless, but don't skip it. Just take it. So with this, we have heart container 8. We are so close to getting, like, effectively more health that we don't, so I'd stop sucking with. That. You're the one who, once you activate the main unit, you'll not be able to re-enter. Oh, crap. You know what? I don't really care. Everything here you can get in any other format, so I'm not gonna worry about getting all the treasure chests in a dungeon. I got all the major ones I wanted to get, so yeah. Show you all the other ones.
Hello, Link. Because of your courage, my spirit is now free. And Ruta as well. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to tell you, like, you're not gonna be able to enter the dungeon, and that's a good thing.
To be with you once again.
Miafa? Yeah, the Zoran champion.
Since I am now a spirit, my healing power would be wasted on me. I have no need of it. So therefore, I would like you to have it. Please accept Mifa's grace. Yesterday, I was awash in a pool of tears. I had nearly given up hope and resigned myself to being trapped here as a spirit for the rest of eternity. But now you're here. All this time, my hope was to see you once more. Promise me that you will not hesitate to call upon my power if you ever find yourself in need. Knowing that will let my spirit rest in peace.
Okay.
I must go. Ruta and I have our roles to fulfill. We are both honored to be able to play the role of support. We'll annihilate Ganon together. Farewell. Save her, Link. Save the princess. Save Princess Zelda.
And we will. So with that cutscene being over, once again, just kind of shows the relationship between Link and the champions. I find it really interesting, but also kind of weird because people misinterpreted that and did some very questionable stuff on the internet. But regardless of that, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the dungeons. These things are awesome. Awesome. And once again, I apologize if I skip on any treasure chests, but I think the treasure chests I want to aim for are just the ones that I'm going for. So with this, the pink goes away and is replaced with blue. Thankfully, my favorite color. So, in addition of this, I should explain this in an easy format, I guess. In addition to this, Ganon actually gets weaker by this. I won't bring it up every time, but I'll bring it up here just because I don't want people going like, oh, you didn't bring it up until the end of the game. No. Yeah, Ganon gets weaker with every Guardian or Divine Beast you save. Of course, because it's the Let's Play and how I'm going to be doing it is we're gonna free all the Divine Beasts. But yes, if you want to make the game harder yourself, don't free any of the Divine Beasts. The game's still beatable, it's still doable. But for the sake of purposes of everything that we're doing here, just wanted to give you guys a heads up so it's not like, oh, why didn't you tell me this? It's like, okay, no, I did tell you this. And its tusks are a laser beam.
Ruta, we found a way to be useful to Link and the other champions, of course. Our job will be to help Link.
Also, you get power-ups for all the Divine Beasts, so that's also another thing I want to bring extreme note to.
Drain Ganon of his power is key to our success. This is it. This will be our last chance, and everyone's last hope. If we seal him away, then we can restore peace to Hyrule. And both your duty and mine will be fulfilled. Father, are you well, I wonder? I want you to know.
I also kind of wish you could go back to the Divine Beast after you beat the thing, but I understand why you can't, because they're in a position where it's not, you can't do much.
I wish I could see you again. Even just once more.
Okay, a rejuvenating power born from the spirit of the champion Mifra, whatever. When your hearts run out, you'll automatically be restored with full and plus temporary bonus hearts. So yep, hopefully I don't have to shut it off until a bit later, but you know it's gonna happen eventually. But with this, I think we're gonna be ending off this episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.